Being a man. Most boys think becoming of legal age automatically puts them in the category of being a man. Funny, but when challenges and manly tasks are placed in front of them, they run away from them like a third-grade little girl. They whine and complain about simple problems. Pathetic. You see, you can tell the size of a man by the size of the problems he can handle and the size of problems that bring him down. So, if you can't deal with small issues, you might as well be very far from manly, or, should I say, you are a little boy. I know some of you will be upset for calling you girls, but instead of whining and getting angry about me calling you a girl, you should rather accept the current situation you are in, that you are not manly enough and that you need help. But if you think otherwise and still feel like you are that little sensitive girl who does not need help, then this video is definitely not for you and you can leave. You see, life is problems. Living is solving problems. And sometimes all it takes to deal with those obstacles are a few masculine habits. But before I tell you what those habits are, you need to understand something very important. Even if you solve all your current problems, new ones will come your way. It's a fact of life, so you better be ready for it. We will go over 6 things that turn a boy into a man, starting off with number 1. Taking responsibility. I know this might sound cliché. You have heard this countless of times online, if not from your parents, teachers, or other relatives. But the thing is, you still have not held on to this skill. Most boys avoid responsibility. They make excuses, blame others, and dodge accountability. I understand that responsibilities can sometimes be overwhelming, but the fact you run away from them doesn't solve the problem. Instead, you pile it up to cause you more destruction in the future. But I do not blame you completely. Sometimes you do not have access to fatherly lessons about life to live a fulfilling and meaningful life as a man. And not to forget that the world is also up more than ever. Industries and the media are trying so hard to place everybody into a virtual reality and encouraging people to escape life. But that shouldn't be an excuse for you because we are that manly. It is not within our control on how the world should be run, but it is within our control to live the way we want to. You see, social media platforms give people the chance to escape reality because reality hurts, and you are a victim. Of course, 99% of people in the world hate their current lifestyle, so yes, it is a big market for these tech giants. And you know what? They do not care. They do not care about you, how you end up in life, or even if you decide to spend your entire existence on their platform. You can decide to use their platforms non-stop till you die, and no one will give a shit. But the funny thing is, many people in this situation know what they have to do to solve their current problems, but yet they deliberately escape reality by digging their heads into their cell phones all day long. Their problems are self-inflicted because they are their own worst enemy, and the reason for this is simple fear of failure and laziness. The worst thing is, they later come out wailing and blaming others for their shortcomings. Think about it. When was the last time you heard a broke man admit it's his own fault he's broke? Or an obese man say he's been a fat pig that eats too much? It almost never happens. They'll blame everyone around them before they'll ever blame themselves. Pathetic. At the same time, the truth is, it is very addictive. But as a man, you must be conscious of your actions and environment at all times and take responsibility for your life. Most people fantasize about the beautiful lives people are living online. They see these beautiful lifestyles and envy to be there, but they do not work towards such goals. Listen up. If you are smart enough, you must have realized that spending your time enjoying and fantasizing about other people's lifestyles on Instagram will not get you anywhere. Rather, it will do the opposite to your life. You see, a man owns up to his actions and decisions. He doesn't run away from his duties or hide behind excuses. A real man understands that he is the captain of his ship. He steers it through calm waters and storms alike. He knows that if he makes a wrong turn, it's on him to correct it. This mindset doesn't just happen overnight. It requires a conscious effort to break away from the boyish tendency to deflect and deny, and it is never too late. So listen up. I want you to take action now, no procrastination or whatsoever. I know this doesn't sound fancy, it's not some cheap trick, but I want you to go black out and take responsibility in all areas of your life, one after the other. Yes, it is that simple. First of all, accept your current situation and delete everything from your life that distracts you. From social media to TV, games, and even some friends. This is a big step because then you become focused and your vision and priorities become clearer. It is not easy, but you can do it because it doesn't kill. Now I want you to get a pen and list all the problems in your life. This is so you can get a well-grounded view of your state and what you need to work on in your life. You do not have to list all of them on the spot. You can take a day or two to complete this list. Now, I want you to list the best solutions to these problems. Set them in simple steps so you do not get overwhelmed. And from there you take action. Do not list them for listing's sake. It is not for decoration. Act on them. If you know you are not going to implement what I am teaching you now, then it is better you stop wasting your time here. You can really change if you want to. Your life is based on your actions. You are gifted with power, and if you don't control that power, your life will end up in shambles, like you see with 99% of people around you. Number 2, building a brotherhood. Most guys these days are lone wolves. They think they can handle everything on their own and don't need anyone's help. Yes, sometimes it does work, and only few come out successful because it comes along with strict habits which many are not willing to ride along with. The truth is, no man is an island. Let's take a look at Don Corleone, the Godfather. You see, even though he was a very powerful and successful man, he valued brotherhood and loyalty more than anything. And he did build a strong one indeed. This was what set him apart from the other mafia chiefs to being the most successful mafia in New York and the states at large. If you do not know the importance of brotherhood, then you might be interested building one immediately, because it is important. You see, boys try to go solo or build meaningless friendships along the way, which does not add any value to their lives during the long run. And in the worst cases, these useless friendships add more destruction to their lives. But a man understands the power of brotherhood. The strength of a man can often be measured by the strength of his relationships with other men. As a man, you must have great networks. You must have mentors and allies in your life. Building a brotherhood means surrounding yourself with men who push you to be better, who hold you accountable, and who support you in tough times. If you're hanging out with losers who drag you down, you're no better than they are. You need to choose your friends wisely. Take a look around you. Are the people in your life lifting you up or pulling you down? If it's the latter, then it's time to make some changes. Drop all of them and start visiting places where you know you would find men who would have similar values and goals as you. At least 3 times a week, and network. If your networking skills are bad, improve upon them. A strong brotherhood can provide guidance, support, and opportunities you wouldn't have on your own. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. Find men who inspire you, challenge you, and have your back. You need to invest in these relationships. Be the type of friend you want to have. Show up, be reliable, and be honest. Brotherhood is a two-way street. You need to give as much as you get. Number 3, making money. Making money is not just about having cash. It's about independence, power, and the ability to shape your own destiny. A broke man is a powerless man. Most boys avoid financial responsibility, blaming the economy, their boss, or bad luck for their situation. Pathetic. As a man, you need to understand that making money is one of your core duties. It's not just about you, it's about providing for those who depend on you. People who say money is the root of all evil or money doesn't make you happy are people who are coping. They've given up on themselves and use these excuses to justify their mediocrity. A real man faces reality head-on. He knows that while money can't solve all problems, it does solve many problems, and that's a big deal. Look around you. Most people are wasting their potential, stuck in dead-end jobs or glued to their phones, scrolling through nonsense. They're not willing to put in the hard work to change their situation. So what's stopping you? Is it fear of failure? Or is it laziness? Stop being a coward and get over it. Start by educating yourself. Read books, take courses, learn new skills. There's no excuse in the age of information. There are limitless resources out there if you're willing to look. Next, take action. Start a side hustle, invest in stocks, or create something valuable. It doesn't matter where you start, just start. Yes, there will be setbacks, obstacles, you name it, which will try to break you. But remember, it is all part of the process. Every rich guy has come across these. You are not any different. And remember, it's not just about making money, but also managing it wisely. Save, invest, and make your money work for you. Don't be like the average guy who spends everything he earns. Be smarter. Your financial freedom depends on it. Number 4, handling what is in your control. Stressing about things you can't change or control is one of the dumbest things you could ever do. People like you waste their time and energy worrying about things beyond their control. Pathetic. A man focuses on what he can control and lets go of the rest. You see, the world is full of chaos, and trying to manage everything will only lead to frustration and burnout. Humans often find themselves stressed about the future, other people's opinions, or past mistakes. These are things you can't control. What you can control are your actions, your reactions, and your mindset. The more you focus on what you can influence, the more effective you become. Look around you. You see a lot of people glued to their screens, obsessing over the news, social media, and other distractions. They're not living in the present. Instead, they're caught up in a cycle of worry and anxiety. But as a man, you must know better. You must tune out the noise and concentrate on what you can do right now. Start by identifying what's within your control. Is it your work ethic, your health, your relationships? Focus on these areas and improve them. Let go of the rest. Accept that some things are out of your hands and move on. This doesn't mean you're ignoring reality, it means you're choosing to invest your energy where it will make the most impact. Number 5, exercise. Exercise, exercise, exercise. You have probably heard this a billion times, but the reason it keeps getting repeated is because it is important. Not exercising does not necessarily make you less of a man, but it is important to build that savage masculine trait. Because we need to be strong and stay healthy to protect ourselves and those we care about. You have heard this countless of times to exercise, but you still have not taken action. Why? You see, a vast percentage of guys, including you, neglect their bodies. They sit around eating junk food and then wonder why they feel like crap. Pathetic. You must understand that your body is your temple. You can't perform at your best if you're not physically fit. Your body and mind are directly linked. When you take care of your body, your mind becomes sharper and your overall performance improves. As a man, you must know the importance of staying fit and take it seriously. Regular exercise boosts your energy levels, enhances your mood, and improves your focus. Not only does it fix the aspect of you looking good, but it also makes you feel great about yourself and perform at your peak. But the thing is, after this video, most of you will still make excuses. They will say they don't have time to exercise, but they eventually find ways and means to waste hours of time on social media or binge watching TV. Ridiculous. If you have time for those activities, then you absolutely have no excuse and must make time to work out. It doesn't have to be complicated. Start with something simple like a daily walk, some push-ups, or a quick run. The key is consistency. Exercise also teaches discipline and resilience. It shows you the value of hard work and persistence alongside. So stop making excuses. Get up and move. Your future self will thank you. Number 6. Having your own set of principles and virtues. As a man, you need to stand firm on your principles and virtues. You must know who you are and what you stand for. You must not bend to peer pressure or societal trends. You see, most men drift through life without a moral compass. They follow the crowd, change their beliefs to fit in, and lack any real convictions, most especially for women who do not even value them or care about their existence. Pathetic. You must be guided by your own values and have a clear sense of right and wrong, and stick to it, even when it's difficult. Do not be a follower. Do not go with the flow if it doesn't align with your values, or be afraid to stand out or speak up. It is a taboo to compromise your beliefs for acceptance. True strength comes from within. Live by a code of honor and integrity. Start by defining your principles. What do you believe in? What values are non-negotiable for you? Write them down. These principles will guide your decisions and actions. They'll keep you grounded when times get tough and help you navigate life's challenges with confidence. Living by your principles isn't always easy. It requires courage and consistency, but it's worth it. When you have a strong set of values, you'll earn respect from others and, most importantly, from yourself. You'll be able to look in the mirror and be proud of the man you see. So take the time to establish your principles and live by them. They'll shape you into the man you're meant to be. If you're ready to elevate your game, show some support by liking and subscribing. Until next time.